Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. We've got a big show lined up to find out who's going to get in this playoff. I got my brother coming on a little bit later. We're going to talk all about it. Obviously, on ESPN, they're getting ready to let us know what the heck's going on. So everybody's fired up. This is going to be between us and Ohio State as far as who's going to get to play at home. That seems to be what everybody's talking about. I'll tell you, let me show you all this, give you some sort of idea of what's going on. Here they are, they're talking. It's up there where I can hear it. I can't play it, obviously, but I can. I know y'all are watching too. All right, so a reveal. They're going to get it. Here we go, folks. They're getting ready to show it. Let's see if they start with 1 or 12. Now, I'm thinking Alabama's going to sneak in. And I'm not sure South Carolina doesn't deserve it more, but they're such a big name. They're starting with 25 back, so I don't really care about that. Colorado, 23. I got to give them credit. They've had a great year. I didn't think they would be in the top 25 at the end of the year. I'm sure y'all didn't either, but some of you might have. Syracuse at 22, and they just took out Miami, which you would think that would automatically put the Vols at home, but it doesn't because we've got the socialism conference champions bullcrap. So we shall see. All right, so Illinois, 21. They only moved up 2. That's a little surprising to me. I would have think after beating Miami, they would have moved up quite a bit. Let's see, UNLV at number 20. They're going to be playing in the conference championship. There's Missouri at 9-3. There's a lot of 3-loss SEC top teams out there. They're one of them. I think Ole Miss is going to – I think they're out of it. There's BYU. That was going to be a problem, although they're in a conference now, so I don't know. I've got it. I tell you, I've got it 50-50. I think Ohio State has the better wins, but Tennessee's in a stronger conference from top to bottom, so I don't know. I'm leaning towards thinking they're going to lean Ohio State, but on the other hand, they've got Ward Manuel in there as the chairman, and I know he doesn't like Ohio State because there's politics in this crap. But there's only one SEC guy in that committee. It's Big Ten heavy, so we'll see what happens. If we've got to play in the shoe, we'll play in the shoe. If we get to play here at Neyland, that would be unbelievable. That crowd would be losing their minds. Let's see what everybody's saying. Let me get the very first person who came in. That was Tony. You came in early. And Kason did too. Y'all were super early. David, you're always around putting in the GBO. Let's see who else we got in here. Rhonda. All right. Let's see. We're sitting at 15. See, Arizona State might end up getting in there because of the conference championship situation. Oh, South Carolina 14. Are you kidding me? South Carolina 14? Oh, man. They crapped all over them. That can't be right. There's no way. You put Ole Miss in front of them. Wow. Well, that almost cinches Alabama, doesn't it? Wow. Ole Miss. Yeah, well, they did beat them head-to-head. Gosh. So Ole Miss is 13. They're out of it too, though. Jeez. Now, Alabama's got to be at 11 to get in, don't they? Because they get kicked out by the group of 5. No, wait. No, that's right. They got to be 11. So who's going to be 12? There's okay, Alabama's in. because there's Miami at 12. Jeez. So Alabama's in. I kind of you knew that was going to happen. That logo, folks, the power of that logo. Well, you saw it last year when FSU was undefeated. They put Alabama in. I'm not saying they didn't deserve to be in. Just saying the power of that logo and all the winning they've done, it carries a lot of weight. See what? Yeah, Miami at 12. They're out then. Unless they're out. I don't see any way they get in at 12. So you got to be 11 or better. So they dropped 6 from the loss to Syracuse. The Orangemen. There it is. Alabama's in. Ah. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people down in Alabama that they're not excited. They're really disappointed with this year, but you never know. When you get in a 12-team playoff, anything can happen. They'll be playing probably no, they wouldn't be playing Notre Dame. They'll play – well, we'll know here in a minute. Although that can all change because, remember, Penn State's got to play Oregon, so that could affect the Vols too. And the same with Georgia. Georgia could go to 3 losses if they get beat by Texas. There's Boise State. Yep. So Boise State, they've got to play in their conference deal. So number 10. I don't know how important that is. Yeah. Yeah, SMU and Clemson. Now, if Clemson, well, what are they going to do with SMU if Clemson beats them? There's Indiana at number 9, which really means 10th. Yeah, they've got a terrible strength of schedule. Indiana is just awful. It's like around 100. It's probably moved up to around 80th. It's just awful. Indiana played well, though, this year. I mean, who in the world thought Indiana was even going to be in the discussion? Nobody. 0 people. 0. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to be right here. It's either Tennessee or Ohio State. Now, wait a minute. No, it'd be 6 or 7, wouldn't it? So there's SMU at 8. Here comes the next 2 are the big ones. So it's either Tennessee or Ohio State right here. Tennessee's going to be. See, you got those conference championships in there. See, that creates a problem. Ah, there it is. Tennessee at 7. They're putting Ohio State in front of us.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. We have not seen Ohio State yet. And I think that's another comparison we're looking for, Tennessee and Ohio State, because they may be matched up against one another, and this will decide who gets the home game. And this is huge. It's cold in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, looks like we're going to be going to Ohio State unless – but remember, Penn State versus – we don't know – this is the first time we've ever done this. So it doesn't mean that we won't get a home game. It just means well, I don't know. What are they going to do? Yeah, they got Ohio State ahead of us. Number 6. They only dropped them 4 spots with the loss to Michigan. They've got better wins. They got that Indiana win, which I don't know how good that is, but they've got the Penn State win. So they got 2 playoff wins. Tennessee's only got 1. There's Georgia at 5, but what if Georgia gets beat by Texas? Will they be moved to 8th? And then we move up a notch? Notre Dame's in, it doesn't matter. Because they don't play in a conference champ. They don't play in a conference. So we'll see. So they're going to get 5th. Notre Dame's going to get number 5 when it's all said and done. Yeah, so they're number 4. I think Penn State, I guess, would be 3. Now, what if they get beat by? What if they get boat raced by Oregon? What happens then? Dang it! I had a feeling that's how this was going to roll. That's why I kept telling y'all I didn't want to get my hopes too high. I thought after Miami lost, we were in, and then I forgot about the conference thing. See, it's the first time we've done this, and it makes it really tricky. So it sounds like we're going to the shoe, but again, come Saturday, all that could change. No, it's come Sunday. We'll know Sunday. So here we go. Man. See, SMU and Boise State getting in ahead of us because of the conference championship thing. Yep, and they've got us stenciled in. I guarantee you, playing Ohio State's got to be at number 9. See, we lose two spots because of this socialism crap. Alabama's playing Notre Dame in this one. Now, how do they got them there? And they got Penn State ahead of the Notre Dame. That could all change too. So, and then Georgia. If Georgia gets Indiana, they'll bully them. Georgia will bully Indiana if that's the game, but we don't know that's how that's going to play out. Because if Georgia wins, they get a bye. Then Texas, I guess, takes Georgia's spot. What Tennessee needs, they need Penn State to get boat raced, which might move them above us, and then we get a home game. That's possible. Although we wouldn't be playing, what could happen? We might end up playing Penn State at home because they might move them to the 9 spot and us to the 8 spot. They'd probably, if they got beat by 3 touchdowns, you'd almost have to do that, wouldn't you? And then Georgia, what if Georgia has 3 losses? What if Texas beats them? Although Georgia beat Texas at Texas. So, but Texas, what are their big wins? What's Texas big? Well, Texas A&M, 8-4. I guess that's their best win, isn't it? So they would have 2 losses, but how much are they going to punish them? And here's the weird part about this to me. You almost have to punish the conference team that loses because you're going to be rewarding for winning. So if you reward the winner, you do have to punish a little bit, but I don't think they push them out of the playoff unless it's one of the tiny teams. If it's the Big 12 loser or the ACC, and definitely if it's Clemson. Because think about Clemson getting a bye with the 3 losses that they've got. I'm sure South Carolina would appreciate that. South Carolina got really hosed in this one. They didn't even get 1 notch away. I guess in some ways that's not as bad. Let's see what y'all are having to say in here. My brother will be in here in a second. Let's see. Yeah, I would say this. We'll find out Sunday. I'm froze up for some reason. Hold on. You can back up for a second. I'm back. I got lost there for a second. Sorry about that. That happens. Let's see. Let me pull up my videos that I had set for this. Strange game. Me. I was going to play that. I'll play that one for you here in a second. The conference, here's the thing about the conference championship. If you get pushed down, do you even want to play in it? Do you even want to play in that game? So that's what I was thinking.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play.
That's possible, but if you do win, you get a bye. And you get moved to the top 4. So, I'd rather be 5 through 8. I'd rather I'm talking about winning a national title. I'd love to win an SEC title. Don't get it twisted. I would love that. But if you're trying to win a natty, you'd rather probably be 5 through 8, get a home field advantage, which you have a great chance of winning. You're going to play a team that's not as highly ranked as you, and you get to have all the fun of having a home game. So 5 through 8 might be the place to be. It's definitely no worse than playing a conference championship, because you're playing that at a neutral field. So y'all want, I know what you want. You want
Roadhouse.
Yeah, Roadhouse. You get in that Roadhouse, you never go wrong with Roadhouse. So, look, here's the thing. We knew it was leaning Ohio State a little bit, even though, here's the thing. You look at the rankings. Let me show you this. It's probably going to tick you off, honestly. It's going to make you mad. We're number 6 in the AP poll and the coaches poll, and we're ahead of Ohio State, by the way, just so so don't get it twisted. But I've told you this committee is heavy Big Ten. Now, I'm not saying that Ohio State didn't deserve their spot because of their record for the whole season. I'm just saying that's a heavy Big Ten committee. So anyway, and even although the only thing I thought might help them is that you've got a Michigan AD who's been rewarded after the biggest cheating scandal in, I don't know, 30 years. He's gotten the chairmanship. I guess that's his reward for that. So anyway, Ohio State's golden. They're going to get a home field no matter what. That's why I wanted to be guaranteed a home field advantage, because we've never done this before. We have no idea what's going to happen to the losers of the conference championship. We don't have a clue. Not a clue. So we'll be finding that out. Let's go in here to the comments, see what y'all are up to. That you may be right. I could totally see that. Look, if Penn State gets boat raced, Oregon just whoops up on them, because Penn State doesn't have a ton of great wins. They're it's not that strong. Now, what do you do with Georgia if Georgia gets 3 losses? That's going to be tricky. Do you keep them right where they're at, or do you push them to number 9? So I don't know. It could be a number of things. I'm going to pull up these rankings that they just put out. We'll take a little look-see at them real quick. I'm sure they've got them already labeled here under ESPN. Let's see, ESPN. All right, Bubble Watch. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's not up there yet. Oh, well. I could probably find it on X. But anyway, I can remember it. So we know Ohio State looking at home. Tennessee going on the road to the shoe. The shoe fits, wear it. I'm kind of proud of that one. Dag nabbit. I was so hoping we'd be guaranteed a home field. My brother Walt's disappointed. Junebug, he's disappointed, because he was going to be in the middle of that. So now here's what we got to hope for. We need Penn State to lose in epic fashion. So we'll play that, because then we play them, I believe, at home. Or Texas to beat up on Georgia. So I don't know what to do with Georgia. They're not good on the road this year. They're really good at home. Well, here's the one positive. We're not going to Athens, which is where they had us last week. That's not a place you really want to be. Georgia's not lost in 5 years in Athens. And they've played a lot of really good teams there too, so including us. And we were good this year. We got up on them 10-0, and then, dang nabbit, that crowd played a huge role in it. Just like, look, Neyland does the same thing. I'm not sitting here saying, that they had an unfair advantage. They had the advantage that their home crowd gave them. So let's see what y'all are saying about all this here. Yeah, I think it can change. I really do. I think there's going to be a drop if a team gets beat, especially if they get beat by 2 or 3 touchdowns. Now, if it's a really, really close game, they may not. They don't want to punish teams for playing in the conference championship, but you're rewarding the team that wins. And you're also kicking out some teams. In the Big 12 championship and the ACC, you're kicking out Clemson if they don't win. And you're kicking out probably the Big 12 loser. So, who knows? So y'all want a chart of it? Let me see if I can pull that up here. I'm sure I can. Let's see. Chart, college football playoff. I may have to go to X for that. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe I can find it on X. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here it is. All right. I'll show this to you so you can see what they just did. Let's see. Stop screen. I'll pull this right here. Okay, here's what they just did, folks, right here. All right, there you go. So Ohio State, home field advantage against Tennessee. Oregon is playing Penn State. So we'll see about that. Texas is playing Georgia. We'll see about that. They got Penn State at number 5 right now. I'm wondering if they just don't flip them. Like if Oregon loses, are they going to put Oregon right here? Now here's the part that's tricky, very tricky. Georgia's at number 7. If they lose, are they going to stay at 7 with 3 losses? Or are they going to move to 9, 10, 11, or 12? That's going to be interesting. Same thing with Penn State sitting at number 5. If they lose, will they sit at number 5 after a loss? I don't think either one of those teams would be kicked out of the playoff. I'm just saying they might go down some. Whereas Boise State and SMU is playing Clemson. So if Clemson wins, SMU's got to go down. They're not going to stay at 3, so they're going to get punished. Boise State is playing – who is Boise State playing? Arizona State? So they'll probably be out. I would think, what are you going to do with SMU if they lose? Are they out? So they're definitely punishing you for playing in the conference championship if you lose. Now, if you win, you get a huge reward because neither one of these two teams should be ahead of these teams. I mean, do you really think that Boise State and SMU ought to be in front of Penn State, Ohio State, Tennessee, or Notre Dame? No chance. So that's interesting to me. We just don't, folks, we don't know. We've not done this before. This is brand new. Could play each other 3 times with the bracket. Absolutely. Yeah. Dan of Tennessee. Yeah, you could play a team 3 times. That wouldn't be hadn't Georgia and Alabama done that? Somebody's done that in the SEC. You can definitely, they're already going to play them twice. So let's say, they can definitely play 3 times. Because if Georgia loses or Texas loses, they're not getting kicked out. So you think that through, then if they continue to win, they have to meet. Even if they push them to the other side of the bracket, it doesn't matter. They still would have to meet. So yes, they absolutely can play 3 times. That would be something. I don't know if that'd be the first time ever that that's happened or not. What do y'all? Has there ever been a 2 teams play 3 times in a year? Yeah, Alabama's happy. Let's see where we play. 2019. Yeah, LSU's mindset. Wasn't that a team? Woo! What a team that might have been one of the greatest teams ever. That Burrow, gosh. You ever seen anybody play better than he did? Ever? He had the best season ever in college football, I think. And we had a lot of great years. You had Cam. You had the Florida guy. Holy crap. We had some great quarterback play, but Burrow was special. Thank you there, Con Take 1T. Let's see what everybody's saying. Let's see what Rolling Coconut. Yep, we may find out about Ohio. Depends on how cold it is up there, Rolling. And you know what? They'll probably play us during the day. I would think it'll be a 12 o'clock or a 3:30. I doubt they'll do a night game in December. It could be freezing cold. I mean, they might. Now, we just played, Vandy in 30-degree weather. So, yeah, Clemson, that could very well happen. And I would think you'll probably kick, Kevin, you'll probably kick that other team out, which would be SMU. Yeah, you'd have to kick SMU out. Or maybe they catch one of the top 11 there. That could kill Alabama. I don't think See, if you're Alabama, you need Clemson to lose just to make – man, that's interesting. That's very interesting. SMU with 2 losses, Alabama with 3. Would SMU kick Alabama? Oh, man, they could kick Alabama out because they're not I don't know. Look at that. See, Alabama's not – they're not safe yet. Take that scenario. Clemson plays SMU, beats them. Clemson's in at number 3. What do you do with SMU with 2 losses? What do you do? That's an excellent point. Let's see. Got Chilmonte. Let's see. Oh, I know Chilmont's not going to be happy. You ready, Chilmont? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, Chilmont. Okay. All right, Chilmonte.
Where'd Dwayne rank us? I hadn't even seen it. Where did they rank us?
Well, we're going to Ohio State as of right now, but we might end up being at home because Penn State, if they get beat by Oregon, especially if they get boat raced, they might get moved on over us. And you've also got Georgia, who's right in front of us. If they get 3 losses, what are they going to do with them? Are you wearing your jeans and your jeans jacket?
Yes. Is that bothering you?
All jeans?
Yeah. It's a jeans and jean shirt.
Oh, I got you. Jean shirt, and a jean jacket.
Yeah.
And you've got the mustache.
I do. Where did they rank us?
I'll show you. I'll pull it up here for you. There you go, Chili. We are number 9. That's where we were expected to be. And Ohio State number 8. So right now we're going to the shoe.
What did I tell you they would do to us?
Oh, yeah, conspiracy. Now, a lot of y'all know if you've watched Chilmonte, I've named him Conspiracy Brother. He's been Conspiracy Brother ever since I saw the movie Undercover Brother. We named him Conspiracy Brother, and I've actually – let's see if I've got that ready to go. Hold on.
It's not a conspiracy if it's true.
That's true. Let me pull that up.
I mean, you know what they're going to do to us. It never fails. It's like the official, the refereeing.
Yeah. Yeah. Here is if you want to know what Chilmont's like.
Telling me there's really a man.
What do you think? Undercover Brother? That is your real name? You think things just happen by accident? No.
Oh. So, Chilmont told me early on, he said, there's no way we're going to get a home game. Now, before everybody gets upset, though, remember, we were out 2 weeks ago. We were out. We were completely out. We weren't going to get to we were just outside of where Alabama is right now.
Yeah.
So let's try to remember where we were. We weren't even on this. We weren't anywhere on this page, folks.
Yeah, we had to have a bunch of losses for this to even happen,
and we got a ton of them. My God, Ole Miss lost, which was huge. We had a bunch of losses that Miami all down the path.
Yeah, it was Alabama, it was Miami lost. That was huge, and we're number 6 in both polls, but no, we're number 9 in the playoff poll. What a shock!
Yeah, that's very aggravating.
Where did OSU fit? What are they in the? I can't see the numbers.
They're OSU's at number 8. We're at number 9.
Well, I'm shocked they put them all the way down to number 8.
Yeah, they moved them 4 spots. I think it might have been more than that. I think it was 4.
I'll tell you right now, with the guy who's over the CFP, if Michigan had 3 losses this year, they'd be getting a bye. I promise you.
They had 5 losses. They weren't very good.
Yeah, and I'm shocked they didn't put them in at number 12.
No, they could. That would have been hard to do with 5 losses.
Hey, I think that AD would do whatever the heck. He's
I
already
don't-
said we will do whatever we feel like.
Well, here's the
That's
thing.
basically what he said.
He's busy trying to figure out what kind of penalties they're going to get. They've still not answered the notice of allegations. They had 3 months to answer them, and Michigan is an attorney school. They literally have more lawyers up there than you can shake a stick at, and they did not answer the notice of allegations. And they've known about it way past the 3 months. They knew what they were going to get hit with. So they've asked for 30 more days, and they got
How
it.
did he have time? He doesn't have time to respond to that because he's too busy screwing us over.
Well,
I mean, come on.
I got to play it again. Conspiracy brother.
Telling me there's really a man.
What do you think? Undercover brother, that is your real name. You think things just happen by accident? No.
Oh,
Sports on Jay, if that is your real name.
That's a real name. Ever since we saw that movie, we knew that Chilmont was a conspiracy brother.
I am. And it's you did a video on it last year. You finally came over to the light side of the force from the dark side, and you admitted that the refs were screwing us over on the road when we played 4 games with no live action penalties against our opponent, and we averaged 13.
Oh, we've got another conspiracy brother out here, John Golden. He agrees with you.
John gets it. John Golden gets it. Thank you, John.
Impeach the college football playoff tyrant.
I agree. He needs to be taken off the committee. And who appointed him anyway?
Who?
Answer that question. Riddle me that, bad man. Who the heck appoints these goobers?
It says ESPN is saying we are playing Boise State at home first round. Well, I'm sitting right here looking at the college football playoff. I don't see how we're playing Boise State. Unless they're assuming.
Yeah, they're assuming somebody loses.
Are they saying Boise State's going to lose against who are they playing? Is it Arizona State? If they're playing Arizona State, I guess they're saying, let's see, isn't that the Big 12? I don't keep up with the Big 12 because it's been such a cluster F.
Oh no, they're terrible. I don't care less about the ACC.
They've not been very good. So I guess they're assuming that's what happens and that there's going to be some movement. So I guess they're saying they would win. They move them. Man, I don't know.
Well, look at two of the top.
Here's the thing: if Arizona State wins, you're not going to move them ahead of Tennessee and Ohio State because they're I don't crap.
Well, look at the top 2 of the top 4. And by the way, Bambi says that it's a conspiracy too.
Marino.
Yeah, she agrees with me. But look at the top 2 of the top 4. Are you telling me SMU and Boise State are 2 of the top teams in the country? That's BS. It's these conference tie-ins where they get an automatic bid. I mean, you could potentially have a 3-loss team get in at number 4.
Well, the reason they did this, they wanted those conference championships to mean something, and that was very important to them. They want people to watch that. And now everybody's going to watch. I can tell you right now, everybody's going to watch those conference championships big time.
Oh, yeah.
I know they
got what they wanted.
Yeah.
The man always gets what he wants.
It's pure evil genius.
It is. Dr. Evil always gets what he wants.
Oh, it says they figured upsets this weekend. Okay. Look, I don't think this thing's done at all. I don't think this is done at all. So it looks like we're going to go on the road. Don't be shocked if it changes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously it could with the conference championships. It could definitely change, but it's going to take another weekend like the last 2 to benefit us for that to happen.
Well, here's no, it doesn't. No, Chilmont. Oregon's going to be favored over Penn State. Let's say Penn State gets beat by 3 touchdowns. They probably move them to 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, something like that.
Sure. Say who's Penn State?
And Georgia's at number 7. What if Texas beats them by 2, 3 touchdowns? Are they going to keep them at 7? Or are they going to move them to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12?
They should. Whether they will or not, I don't know. They want Penn State in there too.
Well, here's the thing, Wilmot. If they win, they're going to move them from 7 to 2, right?
True.
So if they're going to reward them for a win, are they going to punish them a little bit for a loss? I think what they're going to do is they're going to keep the big-time teams in the playoff. But SMU and Boise State, what happens if they lose? Do they stay in? That's a big – and I don't know how you – good grief, I'm telling you, if SMU gets beat by Clemson, if they keep SMU in, then Alabama's out.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. They got them at 11. Maybe Arizona State would Alabama may be safe. They may be safe at 11.
I can't see. Where's Indiana ranked?
Indiana, they got at 10. And they're not playing anybody, so they're staying in no matter what.
Yeah, they're in.
Alabama's safer than I'm saying because they're at 11, not 12.
Yeah.
So they're a little safer. Man.
Oh.
Very interesting. Good gosh. This is some Chinese checkers, man. This is tricky. Very, very tricky.
But I think this shows why it should just be straight up 1 through 12.
Oh, I know. That would be so much better. John's saying I think it's 50-50 we get a home game. That's where I'm at with it. And I was thinking that all the way into this. It's another reason why I wasn't going to get tore up one way or the other. I'm also just super glad we're in.
Well, that's the other thing.
2 weeks ago, I'd have jumped on this. I would have been thrilled with this.
But, as I'm just sitting here thinking, how nice is it that we're debating all this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, crap. Oh, this is what they call rich people problems.
Yeah. This is first world issues here.
Oh yeah, we're man. I'm telling you.
How many times have we been the outside looking in on the playoff when it was 4?
Where to win and knock out Boise State, Texas. Where to beat. Yeah, I mean, I swear. I mean, something's going to happen. Something's going to give on this. So let's not get tore up about this. First of all, we're in. Number one. Number two, I don't have a problem playing at Ohio State. That's a great fan base. They're distraught right now over this loss to Michigan. I'm still in shock over that. I just don't. There was no way Michigan beat them this year. No freaking way.
They were a 3-touchdown favorite.
Oh, and then go out there and plant their stupid flag out there in front of their home field. That's
a good idea.
This planting your flag on somebody's logo at their home is a recipe for disaster. Somebody's going to get their butt whooped over that. You can't do that. I'll tell you, the next time that happens, there'll be a brawl. They got to put a stop to that. You cannot go into somebody's home field and plant your flag in the middle of their logo and humiliate them like that, because they're already going to be mad they lost.
Yeah.
And now they know it's coming. Woo.
That's just basically
that.
Yeah, some dude just basically saying, I'm going to start a big brawl right now. That's exactly what he's doing. And one of these times, some bunch of fans are going to get together and put one of those flags up somebody's rear end.
Yeah, that's
and they're going to be hauled off to the hospital.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
And then they'll put a stop to it then. But, that's just stupid.
All right.
That's just asking for trouble.
Up again, Chillmont. Oh, right. Well, anyway, we've been at this for about 40 minutes. I got 1,200 people watching. Man, I'm shocked. That's a lot of folks. Of course,
that's huge.
Interested in this. All right, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here. I'm losing.
Well, at least we're in. We're in.
Yeah, we're in, folks. So don't get tore up about it. And we're probably going to get a home field if something good happens this weekend. So everybody's gonna be watching Saturday. So hey, the good thing is we got great games to watch. I can't wait to watch Penn State, Oregon, and Georgia and Texas. I cannot wait to watch those games. That's gonna be exciting.
All these games are relevant. All these games at the end of the season have become relevant.
Yep, absolutely. All right, folks, thanks for watching, and don't get too tore up about it, folks. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing bad about playing Ohio State, man, in the college football playoff. That's exciting.
It's not over yet.
We'll wind up at home, though, playing Penn State or somebody. That could easily happen.
It's not over yet.
On Sports Talk Jay. Thanks for kicking in here, Chillmont. See you all next time.